Chiropractic Studio, the Catholic War Veterans Post 1669 in Hopwood, the Uniontown Printing Press, Sandy Howell Notary Services, George Dental Associates, the C. Harper Auto Group, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, Magisterial District Judge Daniel Shimshak, the Fay West Glass Company, Mamaruka's Pizza Shop, Zen's Construction Warehouse, Ford of Uniontown, Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer, NovaCare Rehabilitation with offices in Uniontown and Masontown, Cherokee Recycling, Ted Soba & Son Body and Fender Repair, the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm, Fact, the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, Derby's Riverside Ford Sales, attorneys Bobby Gordon, Shane Gannon, and Tim Wood at Watson Mundorf LLP, Movement Physiotherapy, Joby's Golf, Uniontown Dental Associates, M&R Transit, Potter's Bar and Grill, First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, Autoland Hyundai, Russ Playhill, your local Allstate insurance agent, Coldwell Banker Laurel Ridge Realty, Peachin Pharmacy, KC Sports Cafe, SWGI, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, Gary's Auto Sales, Attorney Melinda Delarose, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, Shop and Save, Stewart Collision, and by the WVU Medicine Uniontown Hospital. Now stay tuned for the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show here on WMBS. From A.J. Everhart Memorial Gymnasium, it's time for high school basketball action here on WMBS, Turbine High School Sports Network, and Facebook Live tonight. The 10-0 Uniontown Red Raiders host the 6-2 Bell Vernon Leopards in a Section 3 4A matchup. We also have on Facebook tonight as well the Albert Gallatin Colonials at Laurel Highlands taking on the Mustangs. Brian Morozak alongside Tony Hanola, Billy Nice behind the camera, and Nick Barczyk back inside our Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law Studios. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They'll get you ready for the game. They're located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Our live video stream tonight courtesy of Mamaruka's Pizza Shop and Movement Physiotherapy. And Tony, Uniontown winners of 10 straight to start the season after downing Albert Gallatin on Tuesday. You were there. The Red Raiders led just 15-12 after one quarter of play, but pitched a 27-0 second quarter shutout and really cruised in the second half.
Yeah, and it's still hard to believe that Albert Gallatin wasn't able to score a point, although they did miss about 6 free throws at the time. But even so, Uniontown caused a lot of turnovers, got a lot of easy baskets off of those turnovers, and that really turned the whole game around.
Bell Vernon held off a Southmoreland rally late to win their conference opener on Wednesday as well. And a different makeup for this Leopards team. Quentin Martin, of course, he left early to go to Penn State. Braden Locks went to Eastern Michigan. He enrolled early. They're not playing basketball. So this Leopard squad lost a lot of depth. They still have Zion Moore, who's averaging 27 points a game.
Well, they've got Zion Moore, and they got the Wades, and they also have Tommy Davis, who's really playing well for Bell Vernon this year and has done well in the middle, rebounding as well as scoring. So it's not like they're hurting all the way through. I mean, they've got a nice team. Obviously, they're going to miss Quentin Martin and Locks, but even so, they're still playing pretty good basketball right now.
And speaking of missing people, we got some late injury news on the Uniontown side. This is a big one for the Red Raiders. Uniontown will be without Calvin Winfrey tonight, out with an ankle injury.
And that's a big deal because he's scoring 15 points a game for him. Obviously, the floor general for him as well. So missing him, you're going to have somebody step up. It's going to be interesting to see if Coach Gizmarski is going to have Notorious Grooms run the point, or if he's going to bring somebody off the bench in the way of Ellsworth or even Milsom to run the point for the Red Raiders.
And we'll have our eyes on Tory Grooms tonight. He needs 28 points to get to 1,000 on his Uniontown career.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to get there sooner than later. There's no doubt about it. But he's going to have a tough task against this Bell Vernon team. I mean, they held high-scoring Southmoreland to only 57 points in that game, and they cost them, obviously, an undefeated season as well. And you know that's what they're going to be looking at here, trying to make the Raiders pick up their first loss.
Oh, the gym's sold out tonight. Always a great atmosphere when the Red Raiders and the Leopards get together. They played 3 times last year. Uniontown won all 3 meetings. They won the first 2 by scores of 79-64 Bell Vernon, 69-52 here at Uniontown. Of course, that PIAA play-in game also won by the Red Raiders, 70-58.
Yeah, and they kind of have a streak with them right now, and that's the thing. I mean, Bell Vernon's coming here with a little revenge in their mind, and that's going to be the whole deal of it. Can Uniontown really keep outrunning them and keep playing good basketball against a really good Bell Vernon team?
Should be a lot of fun here tonight when our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues. We'll check in with TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhauser for a preview of the Albert Gallatin Laurel Highlands game. You can watch live on the WMBS Facebook page. That and more in the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
If a new or new-to-you vehicle is in your plans for 2024, you need to come see us at Autoland Hyundai, where you'll always get a great deal. New cars are arriving daily, so check them out. You'll find the car that fits your lifestyle and your budget. Whether you are looking for a brand new 2024 Hyundai or a certified pre-owned Hyundai, family-owned by the Parker family and in the car business for over 60 years, we know that the secret of a successful business is treating our customers right. At Autoland, service is as important as the sale, and we are proud of our award-winning service department. We offer Hyundai Owner Assurance, America's best warranty, 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain protection, and 3-year, 36,000-mile free complimentary maintenance. Visit our website, AutolandHyundai.com, stop by our convenient location on 25 East Fayette Street in Uniontown, or call 724-437-9999. And remember, you always pay less to drive the best at Autoland Hyundai.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry.
When your car is damaged, the name to remember is Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair. Currently in their 61st year of providing quality, reliable service to the community, Ted Silva & Son offers complete collision service, minor to major repairs, frame and unibody repairs, and glass installation. They'll gladly blueprint your vehicle for repair, and they'll work with your insurance company. With a paint booth that utilizes the environmentally friendly waterborne paint process, Ted Silva & Son not only cares for our community and our children, they care for our environment. Located on Atlas Road in Hopwood, it's the goal of Ted Silva & Son to alleviate the stress of an accident and assist you in any way possible. Take it from me, Matt Sapienza, an actual satisfied customer. Call 724-437-2351 for Ted Silva & Son Body and Fender Repair, LLC. Family owned and operated for 61 years. Always proud to support local high school sports.
For attorney Melinda Delarose, helping people with compassionate counseling, candid legal advice, strong advocacy, and professional commitment is what she does best. With an office at 99 East Main Street in downtown Uniontown, attorney Delarose specializes in family law, municipal law, and general civil litigation, as well as personal injury, estate planning, probate, and more. For more information, call attorney Melinda Delarose at 724-437-3200. That's 724-437-3200, or online at delaroselaw.com.
Did you know that you have a choice for your physical therapy provider? NovaCare Rehabilitation offers same-day appointments, and oftentimes you don't need a prescription from your doctor to see us. We will make sure that you are treated as an individual and will work directly one-on-one with you to help achieve your goals. You have tried the rest. Now try the best. NovaCare, Delaware Avenue in Uniontown. Phone 724-437-0556 to schedule your appointment today.
Are you considering a project design and don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility, combined with our personalized approach, is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
And good evening, everybody, from the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium at Laurel Highlands High School. It's Albert Gallatin taking on Laurel Highlands tonight. TJ DeStefano along with Gary Frankheiser and Sarah Camp behind the camera. We're on the WMBS Facebook page as well as the South Union Township Facebook page. Our pregame show being brought to you by the Sprouse Insurance Group the Sprouse Insurance Group and insurance agent David Hughes. They will get you ready for the game. They are located at 217 West Main Street in Uniontown. Call 724-437-9812 for the Sprouse Insurance Group. Laurel Highlands and Albert Gallatin both enter with 0-1 conference records. The Mustangs are 2-9 overall. The Colonials are 4-5. Gary, both of these teams haven't won in quite some time. Laurel Highlands has lost 6 in a row, while Albert Gallatin has dropped 3 in a row.
You're right, TJ, and both teams need to try to ready themselves and get into this section battle a little bit, and they both have been playing very hard. The Mustangs have played a very tough schedule, and they have lost some close games. They had a tough one the other night against Elizabeth Forward, facing a very hot shooting Elizabeth Forward team that put up a bunch of three-pointers, and Albert Gallatin faced a dynamic team, the Uniontown Red Raiders, the other night. So they'll both be looking to try to steady this ship, so to speak, and see if they can get in the win column here in Section 3-4A.
Yeah, Laurel Highlands lost on Tuesday to Elizabeth Forward 87-75. On the other side, the Mustangs the Colonials dropped 73-40 to Uniontown. That was a game, Gary, where Albert Gallatin was held scoreless in the second quarter of that game.
You're right about that. They played them very closely in the first quarter, and if you look at the second half, it was kind of pretty steady for both teams in the second half also, but that second quarter just let Albert Gallatin get way too far behind, and they were unable to recoup. And on the Mustang side, they played Elizabeth Forward even in the second half. But, again, those three-pointers in the first half really put them behind the 8 ball, and they were unable to cut into that 12-point lead. At one point, they did have it back to 9 points, and Coach John Smith has them playing without any quit. So we'll see if they can do a little better here this evening. And one other plus for the Mustangs, they should have Antoine Black for the entire game here this evening.
Yeah, he did not play in the first half of the game against Elizabeth Forward.
So, and he came back and had a very strong second half. And brother Aiden Black was a leading scorer for the Mustangs on Tuesday night. So he'll also be trying to back that game up with another positive scoring effort.
And as we said, both of these teams haven't won in quite some time, but ironically, their last wins were both against Connellsville. Laurel Highlands, December 12th, beat Connellsville 59-40. AG on December the 20th beat Connellsville 70-35.
Right, so they did show the ability to put up some points, and it's going to be interesting to see what happens here tonight. Our video stream is courtesy of the Ted Sova and Son Body and Fender Repair and M&R Transit, the transportation company for Laurel Highlands. And we're looking at the South Union Township sponsors, Smith Lewis Chess CPAs in Uniontown, Davis & Davis Attorneys at Law, the Sprouse Insurance Group and Agent David Hughes, SWGI Specialists, now a part of U.S. Digestive Health, Chesler's Fine Furniture, Route 51 north of Uniontown, the UPMC Rehabilitation Institute and physical therapist Jim Burns, United Bank, and the South Union Township Supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott.
And I also want to throw in the video stream is brought to you by Shop and Save and Bruceton Chiropractic Studio. So we'll be on the WMBS Facebook page as well as the South Union Township Facebook page tonight for Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands coming up here at 7:30. And you're listening to the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night here on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network.
This is Dr. Fraser Stokes. Fatty liver is the buildup of excess fat in liver cells and affects about 100 million people in the U.S. Risk factors include being overweight, diabetes, high cholesterol, and hypertension. If you have fatty liver, our team at U.S. Digestive Health urges you to talk to your doctor about getting a blood or ultrasound-based test to check for liver scarring that can lead to cirrhosis. For more information, call us at 724-437-7677.
Your health is the most important thing to you. When you need physical therapy, find the best clinic to serve you. Movement Physiotherapy, now located off Route 40 on Pedro Drive, west of Uniontown, understands this and wants to help ease the stress. Tyler Gasick has over 10 years of experience helping people improve their health with physical therapy and is ready to help you. Tyler's from the Uniontown area and is committed to helping improve his community. To schedule your appointment, phone 724-912-PTPT or visit Movement Physiotherapy online at movementpp.com. Pizza, beer, atmosphere, it's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruca's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarucaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Bad hair day? Bad day at the office? Bad day behind the wheel? Hey, stuff happens, even to the best of us. At least your car insurance rate doesn't have to take a hit. Get Erie Rate Lock from Erie Insurance. Gives you a great rate that stays put until you change a car, driver, or your address. Plus, seriously good service. Now that's something to smile about.
Your Erie agent in Uniontown and Ross Traver Township is Sproul's Insurance Group, 724-437-9812, or go to SproulsInsurance.com.
Erie Rate Lock does not guarantee continued insurance coverage and is not available in all.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
On the go? No time to stop? That's when you'll love Peachin Pharmacy's curbside pickup at Peachin Market in downtown Connellsville. Next time you have a prescription to get, let Peachin Pharmacy make it easy for you. Call ahead at 724-626-9600 or send a message. Let friendly curbside pickup keep you right where you want to be, in the driver's seat.
Peachin Pharmacy, your local pharmacy.
The T-Berry Law Office and attorney Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them Best Law Firm and Criminal Defense Attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. The T-Berry Law Office is located at 84 East Main Street, across the street from the Fayette County Courthouse in Uniontown. Make your first call to attorney Vincent M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. Phone 724-430-0300 or visit their new website at tberrylawoffice.com. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
The UPMC Rehabilitation Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community, treating sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, hand injuries, and other conditions. They treat you efficiently and safely by taking all necessary precautions while disinfecting the clinic regularly. All insurance accepted. Experienced therapists. Convenient location and hours. Part of the community. Call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access 724-437-7500.
Brian Roseneck back here on the Sproul's Insurance Group pregame show. Another big night of high school basketball here on WMBS with Bell Vernon and Uniontown airing both on the radio and on Facebook. Also Facebook coverage of Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands. Being joined now by Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski. And Rob, another impressive win for your Red Raiders on Tuesday over Albert Gallatin. A close first quarter, but you managed to shut out the Colonials in the second quarter and then just pulled away in the second half.
Yes, we were very pleased with the game on the road, and that's a rivalry game. AG played really hard the entire game, and early on they did a good job. We had some shots that weren't falling, but our defense really picked up in the second quarter, and it was a nice win. And the kids, anytime you went on the road, it's good for your program and your team, and now we move on to Bell Vernon.
Yeah, back at it tonight against the Leopards. They had a back-and-forth game they held on Wednesday and knocked off Southmoreland. The Scotties were previously unbeaten.
Yeah, I watched the game. Most of our players went to the game. I was able to watch it online. It was a really good basketball game, and we expect Bell Vernon even to play better than they did there. So we're very familiar with Bell Vernon. I'm sure they're familiar with us, playing last year, playing them 3 times. So it's going to be a good game. They have some really good players, not just Zion. There are other players, Davis inside, improving every game. The Wade brothers, and Kovac is a gutsy little player. So we know what to expect, and it's a game on our home court that we want to protect our home court in section play.
Yeah, obviously the makeup of their team a little bit different without Braden Locks and Quentin Martin deciding both not to play basketball due to the fact that they're enrolling early for football. But Bell Vernon's still a dangerous team.
Oh, very dangerous. Zion, they have a player, Zion Moore, is capable of scoring 40 points in a game. His roles even increased from last year. He shoots the ball a lot, and he's very good at it. He's grown over the summer. He's gotten bigger. So we know we have to be prepared for him and to help on him. And he's capable of scoring 40 points or more on any night. So we're prepared for them. We had a good scouting report on him, and it's a challenge, but something our kids look up to.
An opportunity for Notorious Grooms to possibly go over 1,000 points tonight. Talking about Billy Dice and Calvin, they now tell me that Torrey is 28 short of 1,000 for his career. But still, considering the fact this kid's a junior, I think it says a lot that he's approaching that 1,000-point milestone.
Oh, yes, it is, and he's going to get it, whether he gets it tonight or the next game. It's an honor. His name's going to be on that the wall in the gym, and to be on there with all the great players that played at Uniontown is going to be something that he'll have for the rest of his life. And proud of him and his dedication, and he was very fortunate to score all those points as a freshman, and he's doing an outstanding job for us, and again, it's going to be a great night for him whenever he makes it, and we're proud of him.
Now, you were scheduled to play Berlin Brothers Valley tomorrow due to the threat of inclement weather. That game has been moved until February the 10th. You'll still have an opportunity to play that team from up in Somerset County. It was in the state finals a year ago, but of course after tonight you'll turn your focus to Southmoreland coming up on the road on Tuesday.
Oh yes, like I said, nobody's sure what the exact thing's going to be with the weather, but if you look at their things, they're supposed to get more snow than us, and to be on a school bus during that's just dangerous, and it's not a section game, and we're not canceling it, we're just rescheduling it. So we talked to the coach, and they're wonderful. They have a really good program, very, very good team. Like watching this little bit of their game, you can tell why they played at the state championship. They play hard, they play smart. They're good teams, and what a better way to play them at the end of the season.
Well, Rob, should be a lot of fun tonight. Expecting a huge crowd. I'll see you out at the game.
Thanks a lot, Brian. We appreciate it.
That's Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski. The Red Raiders hosting the Bell Vernon Leopards tonight. Again, coverage of Bell Vernon at Uniontown on the radio and on Facebook. Also coverage on our Facebook Live exclusive video feed tonight of the Laurel Highlands Mustangs hosting the Albert Gallatin Colonials. And more ahead on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show in just a moment.
Looking for a fast, friendly notary service? Sandy Howell Notary Services, LLC, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, PA, is here to help with transfers, plate renewals, new PA plates, and more. They serve Uniontown, Smithfield, Fairchance, and surrounding areas. Open weekday evenings starting at 5:30 p.m., Saturday from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sandy Howell Notary Services, 158 Dry Knob Road, Smithfield, 724-564-8955. Big enough to serve you, small enough to know you by name.
Ready to update your home? Find what you need at Zen's Construction Warehouse. Their friendly, knowledgeable staff will be happy to help you the old-fashioned way. They'll answer your questions and get you started on your next home project. Conveniently located at 485 Walnut Hill Road in Continental. Zen's is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5:30, Saturday and Sunday, 10 to 2. For more information, call 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's Construction Warehouse's Facebook page. Zen's Construction Warehouse, their surplus is your savings.
Uniontown Detailing offers an all-inclusive auto care experience. Services include full auto detailing, professional ceramic coatings, window tinting, undercoating, paintless dent repair, and more. Uniontown Detailing has moved to a new location on 255 South Mount Vernon Avenue in Uniontown. Stop by and check them out today. Best of luck this season to all local teams from Uniontown Detailing.
For funeral services from pre-need to at-need, burial or cremation, call Gates Funeral Home and Crematory, located at 136 North Gallatin Avenue in a beautifully restored historic home. Family-owned and operated by Rick Gates, former Brownsville resident and Guyville alumni, the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory offers warmth, convenience, affordability, and ample parking. With a knowledgeable funeral director and compassionate staff, the Gates family and the Gates Funeral Home and Crematory are ready to assist you.
Bruce Beard, located at 187A Connellsville Street, and available by phone at 724-417-4958, is here to meet your accounting, tax service, and real estate management needs. Call Bruce Beard at 724-417-4958, 724-417-4958. Good luck and best wishes to the Laurel Highlands Mustangs and the Uniontown Red Raiders from Bruce Beard.
The Sea Harbor Auto Group is bringing service to your door with the exclusive Sea Harbor Service Valet. Just call to schedule your next service appointment, and we'll come pick up your car, then drop it off after the work is finished. We'll even wash it for you. Call us today at 724-930-7766 to schedule your next appointment. Pick up and delivery with white glove service. Never wait in a service lounge again. Call us today at 724-930-7766.
It's just that easy.
Emidar Transit, locally owned and operated by the Scott family, have been helping students travel safely to school in the Fayette County area for more than 4 years. Emidar Transit is a proud sponsor of the Laurel Highlands basketball team and wishes all the area teams good luck. For more information about M&R Transit, call 724-439-3164, 724-439-3164, or stop by their Uniontown office at 253 South Mount Vernon Avenue.
Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke wishes our student-athletes a great winter sports season. Mayor Gerke would also like to wish Uniontown head coach Rob Kaczmarski and the Uniontown Red Raiders basketball team the best of luck this year. As the mayor of Uniontown and proud graduate of Uniontown Area High School, Mayor Gerke is happy to see our student-athletes working hard, both in the classroom and in their athletic events.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show again tonight here on WMBS and on Facebook. It's Bell Vernon at Uniontown. Also on our Facebook Live video exclusive game tonight. Gary Frankhauser and TJ DeStefano have the Laurel Highlands Mustangs taking out the Albert Gallatin Colonials. And we're joined now by Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. And John, I thought your Mustangs played hard again on Tuesday night on the road at Elizabeth Ford, but I don't know if the Warriors could have shot the ball any better than they did.
Yeah, I agree. I think they hit I think it was 7 threes in the first half. We played hard. The boys played hard. We made some mistakes. We did a real good job of transitioning into a different press defense, and we in the second half, and we were able to create some turnovers and get ourselves back in it. We didn't do a real good job of rotating on the back end and gave up a couple easy buckets. That's what happens. They were a good team. They moved the ball well. We were able to apply some pressure in the front court and cause some turnovers. Overall the deficit was just a little bit too much than we could overcome. I think it was 12 at half. We got down early. And then obviously, the rest of the game, we played them pretty much even. The boys put it all out there. I was proud of the effort for sure.
Only the second conference game of the year tonight, but really a must-win against Albert Gallatin. They fell against Uniontown on Tuesday. And in this conference this year, you really can't afford to get too far behind the 8 ball.
Agreed. Yeah, every game is a very important game for us going down the stretch. Definitely with, like you said, with our conference. I mean, we're loaded. I think Southmoreland. What did they do? Lose? I think they lost by 2 to Bell Vernon.
Correct.
Uniontown's also undefeated. So, AG's playing good basketball. Elizabeth Moore's playing good basketball. So, it's going to be tough sledding for sure. We're looking forward to it, though. It'll be nice to be at the Mustang Corral tonight, and hopefully, we can pull one out.
Coach, best of luck. We'll see you out there.
All right. Thanks, Brian.
That's Laurel Highlands head coach John Smith. Again, the Mustangs in our Facebook Live exclusive game tonight, taking on the Albert Gallatin Colonials. Again, here on WMBS and on Facebook, it's Bell Vernon at Uniontown. We'll talk to the head coach of the Leopards, Joe Salvino, when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
Attorney Thomas W. Schaefer litigated over 275 civil and criminal trials, some of which have been aired on Oprah, Inside Edition, and ESPN. Having an engineering degree, master's in business administration, and law degree qualifies him to go toe-to-toe with anyone. His firm concentrates in wills, trusts, estates, property transfers, personal injury, solar field and Marcellus gas negotiations, and family law. Small enough to care and smart enough to win. Phone 724-425-1162 or email TommySchaefer@hotmail.com.
Chips and cracks to splits and shatters. If you need new glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installations and replacements, plus commercial and industrial glass. So when that window's busted or that sliding door shattered and you can't wait, Fay West is available. 724-439-8600. That's 724-439-8600. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business.
Uniontown Mayor Bill Gerke wishes our student athletes a great winter sports season. Mayor Gerke would also like to wish Uniontown head coach Rob Kazmarski and the Uniontown Red Raiders basketball team the best of luck this year. As the mayor of Uniontown and proud graduate of Uniontown Area High School, Mayor Gerke is happy to see our student athletes working hard, both in the classroom and in their athletic events.
Does your car sound like it's saying, "Trade me in, trade me in," every time you start it up? Well, go to Ford of Uniontown and trade it in. That's right, your Uniontown Ford dealer is ready to assist you with a new or pre-owned car, truck, or SUV purchase. Ford of Uniontown has all the deals, all the inventory, and they are ready to deal. It has never been a better time to buy a Ford. Service is their top priority. No matter where you purchase your Ford car or truck, Ford of Uniontown will be happy to service it for you. They offer Ford-trained technicians, Ford-certified parts and service, 1-year, 12,000-mile parts warranties, and new state-of-the-art service equipment. Call or stop in today to see the hometown service of Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 West across from Applebee's. So listen to your car the next time you hear it say, "Trade me in, trade me in." Ford of Uniontown, Route 40 at the top of the hill.
Just as your local State Farm agent combines good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates, you can combine your home and auto. And guess what you'll get? That's right, good neighbor service with surprisingly great rates. In fact, State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman is your go-to agent in Uniontown for the service you deserve at the price you want. So try to combine home and auto today. State Farm agent Lauren Yeoman will help you mix and match things perfectly. Call 724-592-6308 for your surprisingly great rates. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bruceton Chiropractic Studio is the new chiropractic office in town. Located inside Spin Unlimited, just behind the Texas Roadhouse, Dr. Stephen Lint and Dr. Brooke Sova are well-versed in the latest chiropractic and soft tissue techniques to help you get out of pain and functioning at your best. Call 724-912-6505 or go online at www.brucetonwellness.com for more information or to schedule your appointment.
Ryan Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, being joined now by Bell Vernon head coach Joe Salvino. And, Joe, you picked up a conference opening win over Southmoreland, had a nice lead early. They rallied back, and you managed to hang on there in the closing minutes.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. I don't know. And Southmoreland has a pretty nice team. They have some kids that could put the ball up. I thought we did a pretty good job on Kiefer holding him to 15, but then they had some other people that stepped up and knocked down some shots. They play hard. So, we was lucky to get a win out of that.
How much of an adjustment was it for you this year, not having Quentin and Braden playing? You lost your opener against South Allegheny by a point, then reeled out 5 straight wins. Ran into a tough Lincoln Park team up at Geneva, and then obviously getting your conference opening win, but certainly not having the depth maybe that you had a season ago.
Well, that could be true. The only thing is, Quentin was only going to be, if he was going to play, he was only going to be here for a certain amount of time, and I don't think his heart was in playing basketball. I think it was always into football, and so, sometimes that could be a good thing for them, not to just come out just to come out.
And certainly go ahead.
Like I said, Quentin was only going to be for X amount of games anyway, and I thought it would be best if he really didn't play, and that's what he decided.
And certainly the conference this year very strong. You gave Southmoreland their first loss of the season. I saw Elizabeth Ford on Tuesday. They're solid. Uniontown obviously were in the state semis last year and basically have everybody back. And it seems like you're going to have a battle night in and night out.
Yeah, that's one of the good things. I like that. And I think it's good for the players knowing that they're going to have to fight for these wins. And that's why I think it's really important to win at home. Because when you go on the road against teams like this, it's a little bit different.
Talk about the matchup with Uniontown.
Well, like you said, Uniontown has everybody returning from a team that went to the semifinals last year. So we have to go up there with a mindset that, we have nothing to lose if we go out and play the type of basketball that we're capable of playing. Hopefully we could give them a run.
That's Bell Vernon head coach Joe Salvino. Again, stay tuned. More ahead on our Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show, getting you ready for our games tonight here on WMBS. The Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Bell Vernon Leopards at Albert Gallatin at Laurel Highlands. More on the way next.
I'm Bill Martin, and along with my partner Trip Radcliffe and Rob Harper, are attorneys at Radcliffe Martin Law. Our primary focus at Radcliffe Martin Law is representing people hurt in accidents. However, we handle workers' compensation claims, estate planning, real estate matters, and class actions. Radcliffe Martin Law is your hometown firm that offers conveniences not possible with Pittsburgh firms and provides better service than those firms. Radcliffe Martin Law, your local injury attorneys. 724-439-3930.
Looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, has over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring, professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services, including restorative, preventative, pediatric, cosmetic, and so much more. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today. That's GeorgeDentalAssociates.com, and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. At Uniontown Printing Press, they are more than T-shirts. They are about you and everything you love, and they are local. Operated by Mookie John and Kenny Musco, they share the passion with your group, club, or team, the excitement you have for your event or cause, and that makes your business stand out from the rest. Uniontown Printing Press believes that custom T-shirts do more than just make you look good. They help you feel good and inspire you to do good. Call Uniontown Printing Press at 724-366-7095. That's 724-366-7095. Are you down with UPP?
Find more snuggle time this winter and be prepared for the cold with the help of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. With a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or home equity line of credit, you can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Keep the cold out and the warm and cozy in your home this winter. Visit a loan officer today or apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
Hey, you looking for a quality pre-owned vehicle? Well, look no more, because with over 200 vehicles, Gary's Auto Sales is the largest used car dealer in the area. Whether you want a car, a truck, or an SUV, you'll absolutely find what you're looking for at Gary's. Gary's has been in business since 1974. You can visit them online at Gary'sAutoSales.com, or you can give them a call at 724-626-8080. Gary's Auto Sales. Many miles, many smiles.
Pizza, beer, atmosphere. It's all at Mom Maruka's Pizza, located on Barton Mill Road in Uniontown. Mom Maruka's is your prime spot to enjoy local high school sports. Family owned and operated, the Sampson family carries on the tradition of homemade pizza, salads, wings, and the best Italian hoagie and homemade bruschetta in town. Mom Maruka's is open Monday through Saturday from 4 to 10 for indoor and outdoor dining and takeout. Don't forget Mom's catering services for your next party or gathering. Call 724-438-9066 or visit MomMarukaPizza.com for their menu and live music schedule.
Brian Rozak back here on the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show. Again, a pair of high school basketball games airing on the WMBS Facebook page tonight, with the Uniontown Red Raiders hosting the Bell Vernon Leopards and Albert Gallatin at Laurel Highlands. The Uniontown-Bell Vernon game also on WMBS Radio. We talked to Albert Gallatin head coach Shea Fleener earlier on this week before the Colonials took on the Uniontown Red Raiders, and he knows it's going to be a dogfight for his Colonials to get into the WPIAL playoffs this year.
Yeah, I think so. And then obviously you've got the PIAA transfer portal working pretty well in our section too. So, it's going to be an interesting season.
Both Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands sitting at 0-1 in conference play. Of course, the Mustangs lost to Elizabeth Forward on Tuesday, and Albert Gallatin falling to Uniontown, even stressing more importance on the matchup tonight. Tomorrow on WMBS, we were scheduled to have the Uniontown Red Raiders hosting Berlin Brothers Valley due to the threat of inclement weather. That game has been postponed until Saturday, February the 10th. That'll be a 12 noon start at Uniontown High School again on Saturday, February the 10th. And that game should present a good playoff tune-up for both Uniontown and Berlin Brothers Valley. Berlin Brothers Valley were in the state finals last year in single A. Of course, Uniontown currently undefeated this season. Even though they won't play this Saturday, Berlin Brothers Valley head coach Tanner Prosser is looking forward to taking on the Red Raiders later on this season.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great opportunity for us on, obviously we're seeing a 4A school from the WPIAL
it's going to present a huge challenge, but we've got to be challenged. Our kids understand that. Like you said, we've had some lopsided games, and those aren't good for anybody. We don't want to schedule those. That's not what we want to be playing. But unfortunately, some of the times we don't really have a choice in that. With conferences and things like that. But yeah, the more competitive games that we can get, the better. And this will be probably our biggest challenge on Saturday.
Again, the fans of both programs will have to wait a couple of weeks to see Berlin Brothers Valley take on Uniontown. The game originally scheduled for this Saturday, again pushed back until Saturday, February the 10th. But a big night of high school basketball here on WMBS tonight. Albert Gallatin at Laurel Highlands, Uniontown hosting Belle Vernon. We'll get you out to your game next when the Sprouse Insurance Group pregame show continues right after this.
And welcome back to Laurel Highlands High School here as we get set for Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands. It's TJ DeStefano and Gary Frankhauser with you, and Sarah Camp is behind the camera. And Gary, again, as we mentioned earlier, the Mustangs 0-1 in the section. They're 2-9 overall. They've lost 6 in a row. Albert Gallatin also 0-1 in the conference. They're 4-5 overall. They have lost 3 in a row.
You're right about that. And as we said in our earlier pregame session, that each team has really been playing Jekyll and Hyde basketball. They have some great opportunities, to pick up some wins. Albert Gallatin does have the 4 wins, and Laurel Highlands played some very close games throughout the first part of the season before section play has begun. But coming in 0-1, both of them in section play, it's going to be very difficult to make the playoffs if you don't hold home court in the section. So the Mustangs at home here tonight with Albert Gallatin, and we'll have to see how this all turns out. The starting lineups are being brought to you by SWGI Specialists, now U.S. Digestive Health at Uniontown. A different name, but the same team, providing the same exceptional, easy for me to say, digestive care to our communities. Wishing the best of luck to our Fayette County teams. The starting lineups now for the visiting Albert Gallatin Colonials under Coach Shay Fleener. Starting at one of the forwards, number 0, a 6'2" senior forward, Blake White. At guard, number 3, Michael Belt. He's 6 foot senior. At the other forward, number 12, Jason Jackson, a 6'4" junior. At the other guard, Ethan Kennedy, a 5'10" sophomore guard. Rounding out that starting lineup, number 35, the freshman, Tyrone Burton. For the Mustangs, under Coach John Smith, starting at one of the guards, number 3, Antoine Black, 6'1" junior. At the other guard, number 5, Ethan Koffler, 5'9" senior. Also at guard, number 13, Jaden Ringer, 5'10" senior. Guard-laden lineup, number 24, Aiden Black, a 5'9" junior. And inside, number 31, Shane Layton. He's a 6'2" senior forward. And TJ, the Mustangs will substitute freely, and I think also on the Albert Gallatin side, they also have a lot of upperclassmen that they can bring in and provide some scoring punch. So I think the benches are going to play a big role here this evening as we move closer to the tip-off of this game.
And Laurel Highlands, they're averaging 55.7 points a game. They are allowing 67 a game. Albert Gallatin, 57.3 a game, and they're allowing 56.7 a game. And both of these teams, as we talked about at the bottom of the section right now, with Southmoreland, who's also 0-1, and they're behind Uniontown, Elizabeth Forward, and Belle Vernon, all with 1 section win thus far.
The gym's filled up pretty much here, TJ. The fans from both Albert Gallatin and Laurel Highlands pretty much filling up across the way. The students from Laurel Highlands have a very good showing, and it looks like Albert Gallatin does also across the way. So it's going to be a back and forth partisan action here tonight.
And we're on the WMBS Facebook page as well as the South Union Township Facebook page. And the video stream is courtesy of Shop and Save and Bruceton Chiropractic Studio.
And while we have a minute, we can touch on a couple more of our sponsors. UPMC Centers for Rehab. UPMC Rehab Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community. They treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacements, head injuries, hand injuries, other conditions. You can call the office with a prescription from your doctor or schedule by direct access, and they can contact your doctor for you. Phone 724-437-7500 for UPMC Centers for Rehab Services. George's Dental Associates, looking for a dentist? Dr. Michael George and Dr. Ashley Parker of George Dental Associates, a Uniontown staple, have over 40 years' experience treating patients of all ages. Their caring professional team of dentists and their staff offer a full range of dental services. Visit GeorgeDentalAssociates.com today and find out how they can enhance your smile through the art of dentistry. About 3.5 minutes to go before tip and the national anthem and the introduction of our starting lineups by the PA announcer here. It looks like a familiar officiating squad across the way. I don't have their names, but I know each of their faces, having officiated with all three of them over the years. Been out of the officiating for about 5 years now, but I still recognize all those gentlemen, and they do a fine job. And it's going to be a contest that might get a little chippy here tonight, TJ. We'll have to see how that goes.
Yeah, these are two local teams, big rivals, and not very far from one another.
That's right, just down the road a little bit. Coach Smith is going to meet with Coach Fleener and the officials at half court to get the pregame instructions and the sportsmanship announcements that are mandatory here in high school basketball.
Coach Smith, of course, in his first year here at Laurel Highlands. Coach Fleener in his 12th season at Albert Gallatin.
Fleener, a star player at Cal U in his time.
And this is a pretty young Albert Gallatin team, Gary.
Well, Tony's the award-winning announcer. I can take that.
But I was going to say, only 3 seniors on the Albert Gallatin team. Now they do have a 4th senior, Cameron Pratt, but he's out for the season with an injury. So a very young Colonial team. That's exactly right. And Coach Fleener has them improving throughout the year. I know they did have a tough time with Uniontown on Tuesday in just that one quarter, but you can see advancement in their cohesiveness and the ball movement throughout the year, and that's going to pay dividends for them hopefully throughout the remainder of the season. And the same thing on the Mustang side. Their defense has ticked up a little bit, and they also have been improving on the rebounding side, which is certainly helpful when the other teams are, probably a little better at the scoring side of the game. And obviously Laurel Highlands lost some big players with Rodney Gallagher and DeShields, but Aiden and Antoine Black have really been stepping up. I know Ethan Koffler, Jaden Ringer, some of these guys, as the seasons went on, they're really stepping up and trying to, fill the voids from 2 really good players that the Mustangs lost. Absolutely, and they have the capability of filling it up from 3-point range. They've shown that throughout the early part of the season. The second half of the game against Elizabeth Forward, they had their share of 3-pointers trying to get back in the game, and they did claw their way back into under 10 points, but as we said, you can't rely on a 3 all the way, so they're going to need some easy buckets also. As we hear the horn, we're under a minute before the start of this action, and we're going to send it down to the PA announcer here at the Harold Horse Taylor Memorial Gymnasium for the introduction of the starting lineups and our national anthem.
Starting lineups for Albert Gallatin being introduced. Blake White, now Michael Belt. Jason Jackson. As TJ said, a lot of underclassmen, just one senior in that starting lineup. No, so I'm sorry, two seniors, Wilt White and Belt. Burton, just a freshman.
So again, Laurel Highlands starters, Antoine Black, Ethan Koffler, Jaden Ringer, Aiden Black, and Shane Layton.
I'd like to say hello to one of our consistent listeners, Ed Walensky at Sandy Howe Notary Services. Sandy Howe Notary Services provides notary services, vehicle title registration, and transfers in the Smithfield and surrounding areas. Call 724-564-8955 or stop by and see them on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield. A special hello to Ed Walensky watching our broadcast tonight from Sandy Howe Notary Services. Here's DJ with the play-by-play.
And Laurel Highlands in the white, trimmed in the blue. They're going to go left to right here. Albert Gallatin in the black, trimmed in the white. They're going right to left. Again, we're on the WMBS Facebook page as well as the South Union Township Facebook page. And the tap controlled by the Colonials. They have it in the forecourt. With it at center is Belt. Left wing three ball on the way, and it is good for Shamir Wilson, and the Colonials out to a 3-0 lead.
Mustangs in that 2-3 zone now having some trouble with the half-court press.
And here's Wilson again. This three is no good, but the long rebound for the Colonials. And now the Colonials work it around here. That's Belt with it, out near the top of the key. Back to Belt. Belt dumps it over. Long three off the front rim for White. Rebound. Albert Gallatin comes up with it. And the shot unable to go underneath by Burton.
Antoine Black providing the boards that time. And here's this half-court press that the Mustangs had trouble with the first time.
Aiden Black, he gets out of the double team. Driving the baseline, up and good for Jaden Ringer. First Laurel Highlands points of the night. They're down by 1.
Mustangs having their own press here. Now foul called in the backcourt. I think that's going to be on Aiden Black. His first, team first.
And the team fouls will reset after 5 after each quarter, and you'll shoot 2 shots now in high school basketball. Colonials with it. Here's Wilson now. Wilson, another 3. This one's no good. Rebound for Antoine Black. And the pass is too far for Aiden Black, his brother, and it'll go back to the Colonials. 6:31 to go in the first quarter with the Colonials up 3-2.
Mustangs trying to speed things up on the breakout after the rebound, just a little loose with the pass.
Wilson, he is going to be fouled.
It's on Jaden Ringer, his first, team second, so 2 quick fouls on the Mustangs here in the first quarter.
It'll be an inbound here. And the ball comes in to Belt. Left side, 3 ball on the way, and it is no good from Jason Jackson. Rebound Mustangs. Into the forecourt with it is Layton, and now we have a steal. Colonials drive. The shot is blocked out of bounds.
Great hustle defensively that time by Antoine Black, getting back after the steal by Belt. Thought he had a clear lane to the hoop, but that was stopped by Black.
Yeah, big hustle there by Antoine. So it'll be an inbound for the Colonials. Comes in long. And it's Belt. Over to Wilson now. He pulls it back out, directing traffic here. Wilson with it on the right side.
Mustangs looking to extend that 2-3 zone now, maybe put some hands up on the three-point shooters.
Jackson back over to Belt, and he is going to be fouled.
Wow.
I think they're going to get Antoine Black here on the foul, and they are.
And again, Mustangs quickly with 3 fouls, just less than 3 minutes in. And it's going to be a 30-second timeout called by the Mustangs. They want to talk it over. And while they do that, we'll tell you about Zen's Construction Warehouse. Shop the January sale at Zen's Construction Warehouse on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Family owned and operated by the Nelson family. Zen's has everything you need for that next home improvement project at deep discounted prices. Phone 724-366-8274 or visit Zen's on Walnut Hill Road in Uniontown. Zen's Construction Warehouse. Our surplus is your savings.
3-2. Albert Gallatin leads Laurel Highlands here in the first quarter. 5:47 to go. It'll be AG basketball here after the timeout. It'll be Jackson, and he gets it in to Belt. Now it's Burton. Back to Belt. Belt over to Wilson. Wilson.
Might have got away with a walk there.
Yep, Wilson, quick pass inside, and it's going to be a foul on Antoine Black inside.
That's trouble. It's second foul on Antoine here early, and they're going to have to go to the bench already with Antoine picking up 2 quick fouls.
And going to the foul line for Albert Gallatin is the freshman Tyrone Burton. He averages 5.7 points a game, 46 points on the season. And he misses the first foul shot.
Both teams having a little trouble getting on track offensively, TJ.
Yeah, slow start for both of these teams. And now Burton will attempt his second foul shot. As we're going to have an AG sub coming in as well. Second is no good, so he missed them both.
And what knocked out of bounds by a Mustang, number 32. That was Vecchiola who checked in for Antoine Black. Just didn't box out and had to knock it out of bounds back to AG.
And Burton checked out, and Evan Strimmel in for Albert Gallatin. Belt with it now. Inside, nothing there, and the pass is tipped along the way, and Albert Gallatin loses the ball, but now the Colonials steal it right back. That's Wilson. Wilson.
Travel.
To Jackson, and they get Jackson for the travel.
Just shuffled his feet after the double turnover there, back and forth.
Yeah, it's been sloppy here in the early going, Gary.
No doubt.
5:17 to go in this first quarter. Still 3-2 in favor of Albert Gallatin here. And Strimmel back out after a quick appearance. Here's the Mustangs with it now. And this pass is picked up. Yep, picked up on the Blake White. Now he'll drive, lay, and miss it. But an offensive rebound up and in.
I think that was Burton.
It's 5-2 in favor of the Colonials.
I haven't put it up on the board who made that 2 points, but I think it was Burton.
Okay. So the Colonials lead 5-2 here, and it'll be AG ball.
Foul on that play was on number 21, Belt. That was his first, team first. It's out of bounds now, back to Laurel Highlands. They say that two-pointer was Belt, not Burton.
Okay. So that'll be Belt for the 2. Now inside at the other end, up and in for Vecchiola for the Mustangs. And we have a 5-4 game now. AG with it now. It's tipped, but Belt gets it. Cross court, this is to Michael Belt. Now he drives in, loses the ball. Here comes Aiden Black. He'll drive, lay, and score. And the first lead for the Mustangs at 6-5.
Good breakout that time by Aiden, and nice long pass, and now the Mustangs with another turnover.
Yep, White threw it right to the hands of Vecchiola.
Got something on the court. What is it? Looks like somebody threw a change or something out on the court, or a key. Wow. Mustangs were on a break, too.
They were. So the Mustangs will inbound. Koffler to inbound from right down below us here. Into the backcourt to Aiden Black. Man-to-man defense by the Colonials. Now it's Suchovitz to Vecchiola. Inside. Layton couldn't use it, and it turns it over. Wilson with it now.
Going to be strong with the ball under the hoop. A lot of hands reaching in.
Wilson over to Belt. Now White with it. Back to Wilson. Around the perimeter it goes. Here comes Belt. Drives in. Shot won't go, but there's a foul on the play.
Got a charge.
And they're going to get Belt for the charge, I believe. And they are. That'll be his first.
Team second.
So team fouls 2 for AG, 4 for LH.
Layton comes out, and into the game, number 22, Luke Martin. Saw him have plenty of action in the JV contest.
Comes into Vecchiola. Now it's Black with it, and he loses it. But picking it up is Martin. Vecchiola dumps it off to Suchovitz. He misses it. Offensive rebound up and in for Vecchiola. He has 4 points, and it's an 8-5 advantage for Laurel Highlands. And this one out of bounds off of AG. Another Albert Gallatin turnover, Gary.
We're not keeping track of the turnovers because we probably can't.
There's been a lot on both sides so far. So back to LH here. Coming up on the 3-minute mark, and it's loose. Aiden Black throws it up. It won't go. He gets his own rebound, then he loses it underneath. Here is a lead feed to White, and he'll put it up and in at the other end. His first points. 8-7, Laurel Highlands.
Now the ball out of bounds. They're going to give it back to Albert Gallatin. What happened there? He stepped in bounds with the ball, I guess.
That's what I guess that's what they called, yeah. So go back to AG, I should say. Wilson gets it in long to Belt. Belt. Into the corner, working it around the perimeter. Jackson to White. Now Belt. Belt dribbling around. Back out White from the foul line. Good. So White has 4 points, and the Colonials back in front 9-8. And there's a steal. And the shot is no good from Strimmel. The rebound no good for Wilson. Loose on the floor. And wow. Battle. They're battling hard out there, Gary.
Helter-skelter. Not going to foul.
On, I believe it's going to be Wilson for Albert Gallatin.
I think you're right. Number 24, and that's his first, team third. And could have been about 6 fouls called in that scrum, but they finally found one they liked.
2:16 left to go here in the first quarter. Albert Gallatin up 9-8 over Laurel Highlands. Ahead, it's Martin. His shot won't go. Had a rebound, but he went off his hands. Here comes AG, putting it up, in, and a foul. That's Blake White, and he's going to have a chance at a 3-point play. He has 6 points now, and it's an 11-8 lead for the Colonials.
Foul called there on number 5, Koffler, and that's his first and team 5th. So Albert Gallatin will be in the bonus for the remainder of this period, as that short on the jump on the foul shot was White. And the Mustangs turn it over again. They need to get some ball handling back in the game here, and they're going to come with DJ Pratt for Suchovitz. The Mustangs just have not been strong with the ball or consistent with some fundamental passes.
So Strimmel gets it in to Belt.
Travel, and not call.
That's Wilson back out to Belt. Now Jackson. Here comes White for a three deep in the left corner, and it's good for Blake White. He's up to 9 points, 14-8 Colonials. Now at the other end. Trapped along the baseline there is Martin, and he's going to step out of bounds with it, and it'll go back to Albert Gallatin.
Now with a 6-point advantage.
Up comes AG. White over to Belt, and it's an over and back. So back to Laurel Highlands now.
Unique turnover.
1:26 left to go here in this first quarter. With the Colonials up 14-8 into the backcourt. It comes to Koffler. He sets up the offense. Now it's Ringer with it. Back over to Koffler. Nice ball movement. Then throwing the pass away there was Martin as he tried to find Vecchiola. Wilson with it for AG. Wilson goes over to Jackson. Back to Wilson. He calls for Belt. And now on the right side, it's Belt. Between the circles, Wilson. Back over to Belt, right side. He drives in, puts it up. Too strong. Rebound, Laurel Highlands. Ahead to Koffler.
Wow. Unbelievable amount of turnovers.
Stepped on the sideline, Gary. That's a break there.
Saved the hoop.
Yep.
Mustangs have scoring on the bench with Aiden Black and Antoine Black, as well as Layton. On the court for the Mustangs, you have Koffler, Ringer, Pratt, Martin, and Vecchiola.
Just under 40 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Going back and forth with it are Pratt and Ringer. Now Vecchiola spins, lost the ball.
Wow. Not even getting chances at the hoop with the turnovers.
Wilson with it now. He's tightly guarded. Now Belt. Colonials can wait for the final shot here of the quarter. Back to Belt. Over to Wilson on the right side. Wilson thought about the three. Passes on. Now he'll go out. Going up to get it is Belt. White back to Wilson. Now he'll can the three from the right side.
And that extends the lead to 17-8 at the end of the first quarter. Mustangs scoreless in the last 3.5 minutes of the quarter.
And it's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS and the Trib Live High School Sports Network, as well as our WMBS Facebook page and the South Union Township Facebook page. Stay out of the cold with First Federal Savings and Loan of Greene County with a home improvement loan, a home equity loan, or a home equity line of credit. You can finally upgrade that old furnace, take care of that leaking roof, or replace those outdated floors. Apply online at ffgc.bank. First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County, member FDIC, equal housing lender, NMLS number 458729.
T-Berry Law Offices in Uniontown. Vincent M. T-Berry would like to thank everyone who voted them the best law firm and criminal defense attorney in the 2023 Best in Fayette contest. The T-Berry Law Office specializes in criminal defense, wills and estates, family law, and personal injury. Make your first call to attorney Vince M. T-Berry and the T-Berry Law Office. It will be the only call you need to make. Call 724-430-0300. The T-Berry Law Office. Small town, big results.
So some first half numbers. Ringer 2, Aiden Black 2, and Vecchiola 4 for the Mustangs. And this one is no good.
By Ringer.
For AG, 9 for White, 2 for Belt, and 6 for Wilson. It is Colonial basketball now. That's Belt with it.
Trying to add to that 9-point lead.
Now Wilson on the left wing. He's going to pull it back out. Wilson throws up a wild shot. No good. Then he almost having his pocket picked was Layton, but he gets a foul.
Yeah, reach in, a little frustration foul there after missing the layup, but that's going to be his second, team first of the second quarter. The Mustangs coming back with Aiden Black, and now coming in for the Mustangs is number 25. That's Brandon Varney, providing a little more height for the Mustangs.
Layton gets it to Aiden Black. Little fadeaway from the right blocks. No good. Offensive rebound, though, for Varney.
Paying dividends right away.
Comes into the game and gets a bucket, and it's 17-10. The Mustangs down 7. Here's Belt. Back out. That's Strimmel with it. Strimmel, right side. Gets it inside, and a whistle there is trying to back in, and it's a travel on Tyrone Burton as he tried to back in there into the paint.
And Brendan Varney on the defense there, so the junior forward comes in and provides a spark for the Mustangs.
Black brings it up, over to Ringer. Inside. Shot from the side of the key is no good by Varney. Rebound for AG. Belt brings it up the right side. Belt comes the whole way in, and he traveled. Back to Laurel Highlands here, down by 7 with 6:31 to go here in quarter 2.
Another substitution coming into the game. Back in the game is Layton, Shane Layton.
And out went Belt. Mackay Belt went out. So the Mustangs bring it up. Black with it. Black.
That's a block.
Yep.
That's going to be the second team foul and a first personal, I believe, on Evan Strimmel.
It is. No team fouls here in the second quarter for the Mustangs.
And Suchevich is going to check back in. I think the Mustangs are going to have to go back to Antoine Black here at some point here in the second quarter, even with those 2 fouls. Trailing by 7, you need some offensive punch.
And he picked those up early in the first quarter. Black to Varney. Suchevich for 3. No good.
Good box out there by the Albert Gallatin Colonials Burton.
Strimmel. Fadeaway left blocks. It's no good. Off the back of the iron. Rebound LH. And now Aiden Black to Varney. Varney. Inside, it's knocked away. Yep, knocked out of the hands of Ringer. Belt with it. Stops for the 3 and good. That's Belt's first points of the game, and it's a 10-point advantage now for the Colonials. Black, right side.
Trying to go one-on-one, but blocked heavily.
Now Black, he cans a 3 deep in the right corner. That's his 5th point. It's 20-13 in favor of the Colonials.
Oh, almost a steal.
But Belt picked it up. White gets it to. Yep, it's going to be Burton on the travel.
And Fleener might go to the bench. 2 walks there by Burton.
And going to be coming back in is Mackay Belt. And Burton will go out. 5:21 to go here in the second quarter, with the Colonials leading the Mustangs 20-13. As Ringer brings it up. Black, long 3, air ball. And it will go back to AG.
Now that's similar to a turnover.
No pressure here as the Colonials bring it up.
The Mustangs going man-to-man now. Maybe try to find a little more pressure.
This is Michael Belt with it now. Now it's Jackson. Jackson comes down the lane, puts it up, and good. First points for Jason Jackson.
With the left.
22-13 for the Colonials. And it's almost knocked away, but Aiden Black able to get it back. 3-ball right side, in and out for Layton.
Antoine with the rebound and putback. I'm sorry, Aiden Black.
Yep, he is up to 7. 22-15 in favor of the Colonials. 4:28 to go, second quarter. Jackson with it at the top of the key. Jackson. Now here comes White. 3-ball off the front of the rim. Rebound. Layton had it, and he was able to get it ahead to Ringer. Ringer.
Blocked from way outside.
Loose on the ground. Strimmel picks it up, and there's going to be a foul.
That's going to be on Suchovitz.
That'll be his first. That's the team's first here in the quarter. We're going to have Ethan Koffler coming back in.
Good defense there by Albert Gallatin on the three-point try by Ringer. Just tipped it away and resulted in the scrum for the ball and the foul by Suchovitz. Brings the ball back to Albert Gallatin, still leading by 7.
Koffler back in, and Ringer checks out of the lineup for the Mustangs, I should say. Jackson, they're going to get a foul here.
Illegal screen.
As he tried to hand it off to
Can't turn your back on that screen, and moving as he was, that's a good move by Aiden Black to fight through that screen.
That's the first foul on Jackson. That's the team's third. 3:51 left before the half.
Can't have those lazy lob passes, and that's a travel.
Yep, by Aiden Black. So we'll go back to the Colonials here. They have the 22-15 lead.
I think I'm going to keep the turnovers in the second half.
Hope you have a lot of lead in your pencil. Belt with it now. Now it's Jackson. Jackson, top of the key. Jackson drives down the lane, puts it up.
He likes that scoop. He likes that left hand side scoop.
That's his fourth point, 24-15 in favor of the Colonials. In the backcourt, Black goes ahead to Suchovitz. Back to Koffler. Quick pass inside to Varney. Can't get it to go. Gets his own rebound, but draws a foul.
Wow. Point blank. Got to finish those, but stayed with it and did get the second opportunity with the foul.
That's going to be the second foul on Jackson. That's the team's fourth.
That's going to put Varney at the line for 2.
The 6'4" junior misses the first. Varney averages 2.8 a game. He has 28 on the season. Still 24-15 in favor of the Colonials here. Varney's second foul shot is on the way, and it's good. So he's up to 3 points, 24-16 now, Albert Gallatin.
Vecchiola checks back in for Varney. Have not seen Antoine Black here in the second quarter.
Yep, since he checked out with those 2 fouls early in the first quarter. Strimmel drives quickly down, dumps it to Burton. He can't get it to go. The offensive rebound.
Wow, 2 bunnies there for Albert Gallatin.
Yeah, the second one, I believe, was by Mackay Belt. Missed them both. Now Suchovitz inside. There's Koffler. Can't get it to go. And Layton had a chance at the rebound but couldn't grab it. Here comes Belt. Now to Strimmel. That's Jackson, and there's gonna be a foul there.
I think that's gonna be Suchovitz. I don't think it's a shooting foul.
And it was Belt who was driving to the basket when the foul was committed.
I think they called it on 32. That might be on, that's on Vecchiola, his first.
Inbound comes into Belt. Belt dribbles around, comes down the lane, throws it up, and there's going to be a foul on Laurel Highlands.
That's Vecchiola again, and that's going to put a Colonial at the line.
So actually, they called that on Layton.
Oh, they did?
31,
yes, they did. Yes, they did.
So that'll be his first. And the first foul shot is no good for Michael Belt. He has 3 points. He averages 12.7 a game, 96 for the season.
Albert Gallatin 0 for 4 at the line.
And he's one of the 3 seniors we mentioned on the team as he makes the second, so he's got 4 points, and it's 24-6, or make it 25-16 Colonials. 2:26 left here in this second quarter.
Just 2 players scoring for the Mustangs here in the quarter, Black with 5 and Varney with 3. So just 8 points in the quarter, and it's another turnover.
Yep, the pass was too high for Ringer, and it'll go back to the Colonials.
Just a lot of problems trying to deal with that half-court press for Albert Gallatin. The Mustangs just unable to work through that press.
White over to Strimmel in the backcourt. Strimmel will bring it across, and it's stolen right into the hands of Ringer. He'll go the other way, throw up a wild shot, missed it, no foul, and it goes back to AG.
Wow. Ringer would have been best served there by a pump fake, allow the defender to go by, but did look like some contact, but no foul called, and back to Albert Gallatin.
Luke Martin in, and Koffler out for LH. Strimmel brings it up. Now it's White. Hands it off to Belt, and he was trying to find Chase White, and it goes out of bounds, but it will stay with Albert Gallatin. Belt into Strimmel. Strimmel on the left side. He goes right to the basket, throws up a wild shot, not even close. Aiden Black on the rebound. Lead feed for Ringer. He gets it to go. 4 points for Ringer. 25-18 Colonials. Strimmel. Burton almost lost it. Gets it back to Strimmel. Now that's White with it. On the right side, White.
Trying to go one-on-one against Martin.
Nothing there. Now he plows his way into the paint, and he traveled. So it goes back to the Mustangs. 1:17 to go here in the quarter. They're down 25-18. Strimmel out and Michael Belt back in. Black to Ringer.
Don't like those lob passes.
Yep. Now Black.
Martin
left
for
side
three.
for 3. Martin, he cans it. Luke Martin's first points. That's a big one. 25-21. The Mustangs down only 4 now, Gary.
Step back in with that 3. That's a big equalizer.
Here's Chase White now. This is Belt along the baseline. Dumps it off, and putting it up and in is Burton for his first points.
Double team resulted in the wide open Burton on the weak side for the easy layup.
Now in the backcourt again. Black and Martin go back and forth with it. Martin to Black. Black over to Leighton, and he cans a 3. His first points.
Mustangs cut it to 3.
Closest
late run here in the second.
Down to 17 seconds. Belt with it now, out in front of the scorers table. Belt, now he dribbles around to the right side. Looks for White, back to Belt. Steps into the 3 and cans it. That's 7 for Belt, 30-24. And this one's gonna hit the ceiling here as we close out the first half with Albert Gallatin leading Laurel Highlands 30-24. It's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, also the WMBS Facebook page, as well as the South Union Township Facebook page. SWGI is now a part of U.S. Digestive Health. If you have a close family member with colon cancer or precancerous polyps, your screening should begin at age 40 instead of 45. Learn more at usdigestivehealth.com. Where can you go to these days to have your gas pumped for you, oil checked, and windshield cleaned for you? Joby's Golf, that's where. Joby's Golf is located on the corner of Fayette and Beeson Boulevard in Uniontown. Joby's Golf offers lockout services, general repairs, tire repair, state inspections, and 24-hour AAA towing service. Phone 724-438-0681 for Joby's Golf. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions, together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, call 724-437-2799. When you are looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 till noon, closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense. And we're going to take a look now at our halftime stats, and they are courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Gary, take it away.
Thanks, TJ. The halftime score, 30-24, the Colonials on top. The Colonials took a 17-8 lead in the first quarter, and the Mustangs fought back to cut it to a 6-point advantage at 30-24 at halftime. For the Mustangs, Jaden Ringer with 2 buckets for 4 points. Luke Martin with a 3-pointer off the bench in the second quarter for his 3. Aiden Black, 2 buckets and a 3-pointer for his total of 7. Brennan Varney, a bucket and a foul shot for his total of 3. Shane Layton with a 3-pointer in that second quarter for his 3. And Sevi Vecchiola with 4 points in the first quarter for his total of 4. 8 points in the first quarter, 16 in the second for the Mustangs, total of 24. The Mustangs were 1 for 3 from the foul line. For the Albert Gallatin Colonials, Blake White with 9 points, all in the first quarter. Michael Belt came in the second quarter to pick up the slack with 7 points. Jason Jackson with 4 points, all in the second quarter. Mackay Belt with 2 points in the first quarter. Shamir Wilson, 2 3-pointers in that first quarter for his total of 6. And Tyrone Burton with a bucket in the second quarter for his 2 points on the half. 17 in the first quarter, 13 in the second for Albert Gallatin's 30. They were 2 for 7 from the foul line, so a couple missed opportunities for Albert Gallatin at the foul line. And real interesting, Antoine Black picked up 2 early fouls in the first 3 minutes of the first quarter and never got back in the game. So that really hampers the Mustangs' scoring and rebounding and defense without Antoine Black, the dynamic athlete for the Mustangs, TJ.
And those were the halftime stats, courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. We have ourselves, it's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, the WMBS Facebook page, and the South Union Township Facebook page.
Look at a couple more of our sponsors while TJ takes a little break there. Cherokee Recycling. When you're looking to make some extra cash for your aluminum cans, visit Cherokee Recycling, where aluminum can is king. Cherokee Recycling is open Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and Saturdays, 8 till noon. Closed Sundays and holidays. Give Marcus or Rags a call today, 724-439-3228 for Cherokee Recycling, where recycling makes the most sense. And Peach and Pharmacy. It's time to order your free at-home COVID tests so that you will have them when you need them. Peach and Pharmacy can help you get free COVID tests. Just call 724-626-9600. That's 724-626-9600. Or you can stop in the pharmacy inside the Peach and Market in Connellsville. That's Peach and Pharmacy for all of your pharmacy needs.
And again, our live video stream tonight is courtesy of Shop and Save and Bruceton Chiropractic Studio. It's 30-24. Laurel Highlands trails Albert Gallatin here at the break.
Prisoner Dental, Uniontown Dental Associates. Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing a tooth? How about you, TJ? Your dentures cracked? No.
They are not, no.
Okay.
Thankfully, they're not,
Or
Gary.
maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krisner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at Uniontown Dental Associates. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. Call their office for your appointment today at 724-438-0241 for the Uniontown Dental Associates, Krisner Dental. Try to get a couple more sponsors.
I'll give you a break, Gary. Are you considering a project design and you don't know where to start? K2 Engineering offers a wide range of professional, civil, architectural, and municipal services to meet your individual project needs. Our versatility combined with our personalized approach is what sets us apart as a full-service engineering and consultation firm. To learn more about our services, please visit us on the web at www.k2engineering.net. K2 Engineering, where customer service is our priority.
And Melinda Delarose. If you need help of a skilled and experienced lawyer, contact the Delarose Law Office. Attorney Delarose represents individuals and business clients in Uniontown, Pennsylvania, and throughout the surrounding area in divorce and family law, contract disputes, and more. Call 724-320-2306. Melinda Delarose, attorney at law.
And again, 30-24 in favor of the Colonials over the Mustangs here at the break.
Yeah, the Mustangs really the victim of their own mistakes, I think, in the first half. I mean, Albert Gallatin had their share of turnovers also, but just from the naked eye, it looked like the Mustangs were well in the lead when it came to the turnover category and gave a lot of opportunities where they did not even get a shot at the hoop with turnovers. And I'm going to try to keep track of that here in the second half if I can, but hopefully I won't have to be as attentive as we were in the first half because the half-court press of the Albert Gallatin Colonials provided fits to the Mustangs trying to get to the rim.
Against TJ DeStefano, Gary Frankhauser, and Sarah Camp is behind the camera here tonight at Laurel Highlands High School. We mentioned earlier the Colonials have lost 3 in a row. The Mustangs have lost 6 in a row, so something's got to give tonight, Gary.
And it looked like the Colonials were going to stretch out a double-digit lead at halftime, but a little run there at the end of the second half allowed the Mustangs to get back into it with just a 6-point deficit. But I think they're going to have to mind their P's and Q's and limit the opportunities for Albert Gallatin as well as getting more opportunities at the hoop themselves here in the second half.
And as we look ahead for both of these teams, next week for Albert Gallatin, 2 home games. They'll host Elizabeth Forward and then host Bell Vernon. And for Laurel Highlands, they will be at Bell Vernon and then host Southmoreland next week. So those are the games on the horizon for both of these teams. We mentioned both teams are 0-1 in the conference. The Colonials are 4-5 overall. The Mustangs are 2-9 overall.
Looking at the game across town, TJ, Uniontown in the third quarter with 5:50 to go leads 51-27 over Bell Vernon.
And those two, along with Elizabeth Forward at the top of the conference right now, all of those teams 1-0. Of course, Uniontown undefeated at 10-0 overall. EF is 9-1 overall. Bell Vernon 6-2. And Southmoreland 10-1 overall. And of course, we mentioned AG 4-5 and LH 2-9.
So here we go with the squads coming out, and there we have Antoine Black, Aiden Black, Shane Layton, Jaden Ringer, and Ethan Koffler for the Mustangs. Across the way for Albert Gallatin, you have Jason Jackson, along with Michael Belt, Blake White, number 10, even Strimmel getting the start in the second half, and number 14, 24.
Wilson, Shamir Wilson, yep. Now the Colonials are going left to right here in the black uniforms. That shot is no good for Wilson, but he draws a foul. And the Mustangs in the white going right to left here in the second half.
That foul's on Jaden Ringer, his second, team first of the third quarter. Let him go back door that time and had to foul him to avoid the easy layup. And this is going to put Wilson at the line. He hits the first.
So Wilson up to 7 points now. And it's a 31-24 advantage now for the Colonials here. Second is good. So he has 8, and the lead extended to 32-24. Mustangs with it now. Along the baseline, it's Ringer. Has to go back out. It's going to be kicked off of Wilson for the Colonials. So Ringer will inbound here from just down below us here.
At the hash mark.
Comes into the backcourt to Aiden Black. Now Ringer back with it.
This is good pressure defense by Albert Gallatin. Really.
Quick pass from Antoine Black inside to Layton, and he puts it up and in. That'll be the 5th point for Layton.
Good patience that time on the offense by Laurel Highlands, ending up with the layup.
32-26 in favor of the Colonials. Here comes Jackson. Kicks it over to the left side. That's Belt. Now back to Jackson. Into White. He lost the ball. Here come the Mustangs. Aiden Black has to slow it down. Stops, pops from the lane. Good for Aiden Black. He is up to 9. 32-28 Colonials. 6:40 to go in the third. Belt with it now. Over to Wilson, left side, and there's going to be a foul here on the Mustangs.
Aiden Black picks up his second. Team foul number 2 with 6:36 to go here in the third.
So both of the Black brothers with 2 fouls. It'll be Jackson to inbound from across the way. Comes into Strimmel. Strimmel, now it's going to be Belt.
Oh.
He's going to be fouled.
Wow, that's a little push foul there on Ringer. Little ticky-tack, but that's his third, and that's going to be the third team foul.
So they'll inbound again from across the way. Comes into Belt. Now Strimmel back to Belt.
John Smith getting a little animated on that call, and there's another travel on Tyrone Burton.
Yeah, he's had several here tonight. So back to the Mustangs here. 6:20 to go in the third, and they trail 32-28. Aiden Black, through the hands of Layton and right into AG hands, and they bring it up. Here's Belt. Belt right down the lane, puts it up, and it goes. Michael Belt up to 9, 34-28 now, and a timeout for AG. With 6:02 to go in the third.
With that timeout, we'll hear from Fay West Glass. From chips and cracks to splits and shatters, if you need glass, Fay West Glass Company is the one to call. Fay West Glass has served Fayette and Greene counties for over 25 years and specializes in residential glass installation and replacements. Proudly local and veteran-owned, Fay West Glass will earn your business. Call 724-439-8600 for Fay West Glass.
6:02 to go in this third quarter. Albert Gallatin 34, Laurel Highlands 28.
Right where we were at halftime, 6-point ball game.
Mustangs with it. Back and forth in the backcourt go Koffler and Black. Back to Koffler, left wing for 3. It's too strong, and Antoine Black tracks down the rebound and gets it back to his brother Aiden. Aiden stops, pops, good.
Hustle play by Antoine there.
That's double figures for Aiden Black at 11, 34-30. The Mustangs down 4. Wilson for the Colonials. Goes over to the left side to Jackson. Jackson, top of the key, going to step into a three and can it. Jason Jackson has 7, 37-30, a 7-point advantage for AG. And they're going to get a foul here on the Colonials.
Michael Belt. It's his second, team first of the quarter. And that's going to bring in Martin for the Mustangs, replacing Ringer. Didn't expect Jackson to step out there and launch a three, TJ.
Yeah, that was his. Yeah, he has 2 twos in the second quarter. Yeah, but he made that look easy. This goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Mustangs. As Koffler will inbound here. Comes in to Layton. Inside, shot won't go for Koffler. Rebound for Albert Gallatin. Here comes Belt with it now. Belt right down the lane, puts it up, and it rolls off. Rebound for Wilson. Gets it back to Belt. Wilson, left corner three is good. Wow. That's 11 for Wilson, and it's a 10-point advantage, 40-30, Albert Gallatin.
Give Albert Gallatin credit. They're not allowing the Mustangs. There's another turnover.
Yeah, as Layton threw it off one of the AG players. Now at the other end, it's going to go off of Laurel Highlands. It'll stay with Albert Gallatin. So Wilson will inbound for the Colonials. Wilson.
Wow.
Gets it into Strimmel. Strimmel. Over to Jackson on the right side. Jackson has to go over to Wilson. Wilson down the lane, a floater around, no good, and it's out of bounds. It off of Albert Gallatin, back to the Mustangs.
Vecchiola will check in for Layton.
10-point advantage for the Colonials. 4:11 to go in the third. And the ball comes into Koffler. Now it's Aiden Black with it. Gets away from the double team, and then he's going to throw it out of bounds. And we'll go back to AG. They have the 10-point lead, Gary.
3 turnovers already here in the second half.
Belt brings it up for the Colonials up the left side. Over to the right side now, Wilson with it. Wilson over to Strimmel. Strimmel. Now Jackson. Jackson spins, comes down the lane, in trouble, a tie-up, and it's going to go back to Laurel Highlands.
Good defense there by Vecchiola with the reach-in, grab of the ball to get the turnover on the held ball.
Martin out and Suchovitz in for LH. Still down by 10. Up with it is Koffler. Koffler to Aiden Black, back to Koffler. Now Antoine Black. Now Suchovitz. Antoine Black. There's going to be a foul along the way there by Albert Gallatin.
That's Michael Bell. That's going to be his third, I think.
And
they only have him for 2 on the board, but.
And he's going to go out of the lineup. Inbound here for the Mustangs. Koffler gets it into Antoine Black, but there is a foul.
Offensive foul?
Offensive foul, yes.
Vecchiola. Wow.
Didn't
need that.
That's his second and yes. The team's 4th.
Mustang's going to try some full court pressure here, see if they, and then pays dividends.
And it does. Aiden Black comes up with it inside. Finishing the play is Sevi Vecchiola, his 6th point. Down to an 8-point advantage now. Jackson to Wilson. Wilson with it. Wilson, now he's going to take off with it, comes in right side, shot no good, rebound Strimmel, back up, missed it, and a fight for the rebound there.
They're going to call foul on Strimmel here, I think.
They are. There was a battle with Strimmel and Vecchiola. Vecchiola frustrated, and Aiden Black has to restrain him.
A lot of talk going on down there. But you're down 8. You don't need a technical.
That's right.
And that foul is on number 10, Strimmel. And there's going to be a timeout called, I believe. What do we got? No timeout.
No timeout. The officials are...
It's just a calming down session, I think.
Maybe a warning for both sides here.
Ceasefire.
Yeah, there you go. 40-32, Albert Gallatin leads Laurel Highlands. 3:03 to go in the third quarter.
That's going to be Mustang ball after the foul, and that's going to be the third team foul on Albert Gallatin, 4 on Laurel Highlands here in the quarter. And as you said, just 3:03 remaining. It's going to be a spot situation for Ethan Koffler with full court pressure again being applied by Albert Gallatin.
Such of it
over to Antoine Black.
Yep, Antoine
to
Aiden Black. Aiden now dribbling around. Gets it back inside to Varney. Varney couldn't use it. Now Antoine Black, a long two is good. First points for Antoine Black. 40-34. The Mustangs need him to get going, Gary.
Absolutely. He's a big part of the offense and has been quiet here this evening.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Foul.
That's a ticky-tack call. I'm an official. Gonna call that. You better call about 10 other ones.
That's on Antoine Black, his third. That's the team's fifth.
That's going to put him at the line for 2.
And at the line will be Blake White.
0 for 2.
Yeah, and he has 9 points in the game.
0 for 1 at the line, I'm sorry.
And White's first is good. So he's in double figures with 10. 41-34.
Vecchiola checks back in after his cool-down session.
And Varney out for the Mustangs. Blake White, one of the 3 seniors we mentioned earlier. He averages 15.3 a game, 121 points on the season as he misses the second, rolls out.
It's going to be a foul on Albert Gallatin. Did they call that on?
Was it Jackson?
Yes.
It was. That's his third. Team's fourth. So the Mustangs 1 away from the bonus here in this third quarter, which has 2:32 remaining. Koffler brings it up. Now Suchovitz. Now Antoine Black. Throws it away. White.
Good hustle there by Koffler.
And he comes up with it. Now Aiden Black with it. Aiden takes it to the hole. Oh, it won't go. Tip back out, and Jackson gets it. Ahead, and it's a little layup there for Blake White.
He's got an injury across the way. That's Aiden Black. Aiden down, I think. Let's see what he got.
Holding his left leg or knee or something. He looks to be in a lot of pain over there.
I hope it's just a cramp, but we'll see.
And we will pause here with the injury timeout. It's being brought to you by UPMC Rehabilitation Institute, the leaders in physical therapy. Visit physical therapist Jim Burns on Wayland Smith Drive or call 724-437-7500. UPMC Rehabilitation Institute. Relief is closer than you think. It's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Facebook page.
Bruce Beard, for all your accounting and tax needs, call Bruce Beard, located on Connellsville Street in Uniontown. Bruce is ready to help you. Phone 724-417-4958. That's 724-417-4958 for Bruce Beard. Wishing all of our Fayette County teams the best of luck. And it looks like it was a cramp, so that's the least injury that we could hope for. And he's going to get some Gatorade and maybe get back in the game, but they need him for sure. Now trailing by 9 again.
With 2:07 to go in this third quarter, 43-34 in favor of Albert Gallatin. It'll be Mustang ball. And it comes into Antoine Black. Suchovitz now with it. And he loses it out of bounds.
Dribbled
back
it off
to
his
AG.
foot. Turnover number 5 here in the second half.
Just way too many turnovers on both sides for this game. It'll be Wilson to bring it up. Gets it ahead now. Jackson.
Good
nice
look.
pass inside, and drawing the foul is Makai Belt.
That's Suchovitz, his second. Uniontown game is 65-38 with 2 minutes to go in the third.
What a season so far for the Red Raiders.
Wow, that's impressive against a great or very good Bell Vernon team.
This will be Belt's first trip to the line. He rattles the first in and out. Still 43-34 with 1:54 to go here in the third.
Ringer back in.
And out is Suchovitz. Makai Belt, a freshman, averages 3.1 a game, 22 points on the season, makes the second. So he has 3, and it's 43-34. AG.
44, I believe.
Yes, it
late
is.
Putting it up.
So a 10-point advantage for the Colonials. Antoine Black into the lane, throws it up, in and out. Rebound Jackson. Jackson brings it ahead for the Colonials. Jackson, he'll drive the baseline, and he will draw a foul.
Well, you get that far underneath, it's almost automatic foul, so you got to cut that baseline off, and that was on 22, Martin. Just his first, but Mustangs over the limit here in the third quarter, so that's going to put Jackson at the line.
Misses the first. Jackson, 7 points.
Colonials were hitting their foul shots. They'd be well in control of this contest.
The second for Jackson, too strong. Missed them both.
Now what? Inadvertent horn.
That's what it was, yep. So it's a 10-point advantage for the Colonials, 44-34, 1:28 to go in this third quarter. Up with it now is Martin. Now Antoine Black for 3. It's good from the left side. The net barely moved. His 5th point. 44-37. Jackson, or that's a Burton, I should say, an air ball. Black with it now. Black over. He throws it right into the hands of White. He was looking for Koffler. Now White with it. He's going to hand it to Wilson. Under a minute to go now. Wilson with it. Nice screen there by Jackson, and Wilson misses the shot, but there's a foul on the Mustangs.
That might be 3 shots, too. That's on Koffler. Just hit him on the arm as he went up, and that's going to be a 3-shot foul.
That's the second on Koffler. So Shamir Wilson will go to the line. He has 11 points.
2 for 2 at the line for Shamir. He's a good foul shooter, so he adds to that.
45-37 now. Clock stopped at 47.8 to go in this third quarter. And gets the roll on the second. Roll the third.
That's 13 for Wilson.
Strimler in for the Colonials, and Suchovitz in for Laurel Highlands.
He's going to get the 3rd foul shot.
Wilson, a junior, makes all 3. 47-37, back to a 10-point advantage for AG. Koffler over to Black. Black lost the ball, gets it back, goes to the basket and puts it in. Antoine Black. 47-39, and now
technical on Antoine. That's going to be a personal too. That's going to be his 4th foul, and there's really no need for that. You're trailing by 8. You can't taunt anybody. I mean, it's clearly a high school rule, and that's going to give him 4 fouls.
Got to be able to control your emotions and everything.
They'll get him out now before the end of the quarter. You don't want to pick up a 5th foul here in the waning seconds of the third.
And Wilson misses the first foul shot. He going to shoot the technicals here. He'll have a second here. 31.3 to go here in quarter number 3. Wilson for the second. It's good. Make it 48-39.
6 for 7 from the line in the quarter for Wilson.
And 3 3 balls to go with that. 2 of those back in the first quarter and then 1 here in the third quarter. And the ball will go to Albert Gallatin. Belt brings it up now. They can hold for the final shot here. White now. White back over to Jackson for 3. It's good. Jason Jackson. Pair of 3s in this quarter. Now at the other end, this shot no good inside there by Martin. It'll stay with Laurel Highlands with 10 seconds left. 51-39, Albert Gallatin.
Extended that 6-point halftime lead, now out to 12.
Burton's going to be checking in for Jackson for the Colonials.
Good move there to not pick up his 4th foul.
Comes into Vecchiola. Now Martin 3 ball on the way. It's no good. Rebound Koffler. His 2 is no good. Another rebound Vecchiola, but the time's going to run out for Laurel Highlands. So after 3, it is Albert Gallatin 51, Laurel Highlands 39. It's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS Facebook, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Facebook page. Since 1976, Davis & Davis has represented people and not insurance companies. Our lawyers have experience in litigating or settling personal injury claims, medical malpractice cases, and wrongful death actions together with domestic, real estate, workers' compensation, and municipal law experience. Throughout decades of work, Davis & Davis has successfully represented thousands of cases in local, state, and federal courts. For more information on how Davis & Davis can help you, call 724-437-2799. Sandy Howe Notary Services provides notary services, vehicle title, registration, and transfers in the Smithfield and surrounding areas. Call 724-564-8955 or stop by and see them on Dry Knob Road in Smithfield. A special hello to Ed Walensky watching our broadcast tonight from Sandy Howe Notary Services. It's TJ DeStefano, Gary Frankhauser, and Sarah Camp behind the camera here tonight at Laurel Highlands. Fourth quarter, the Colonials lead the Mustangs 51-39. As we start quarter number 4, Colonial basketball, Belt to White, now Jackson. Back to Belt. Belt in the lane, lost it, loose on the floor. It'll be out off of Belt, and it'll go to the Mustangs.
Big hump to come over now for the Mustangs, trailing by 12 and just 39 points scored in the game.
With it
Good
now.
pass, and lost it again.
Another turnover. Up, and they turn it right back over. Vecchiola, baskets. No, it was a travel. So don't count the basket. It's a turnover for the Mustangs. It remains 51-39.
Coach Smith showing his disdain for that call, but to no avail.
So the Colonials
turned it over and didn't get a call there. Wow.
Here comes Belt. Belt down the lane and
jump ball
ball, and it'll go back to LH.
And took away a fast break, I think.
Yep. So back to the Mustangs here. They're down 51-39.
Mustangs with 8 turnovers that I have unofficially just in the second half, and probably double that in the first half.
Aiden Black with it now. Now it's Ringer. Cross courts it to Koffler.
Another almost. That's a backcourt.
Yep,
that's
over and back.
Number 9 turnover. They're saying he had possession before he went back over the line, and I think that's the right call.
Yep. So Jackson will inbound from in front of the scorer's table here. Colonial basketball into the backcourt to Belt. Belt over to Wilson.
Gave
Wilson
him the baseline. Can't do that.
And he puts it up and in. What a game for Wilson, 14.
Now what do we got? Technical foul on Wilson. Wow. Kids just can't help themselves.
No, got to control yourself out there,
Liz,
Gary.
you're leading by, what, 14?
Yeah.
No need.
So that'll be Wilson's third.
Coach's nightmare.
Yep.
Let's put Aiden Blackford, but the clock stopped at the line to be able to cut into a 14-point lead. And he can't.
So Aiden Black will have a second here.
Might as well get Antoine back in the game now, and he misses them both.
Yep.
So the technical does not hurt.
And as they come up empty at the line, there do the Mustangs. So it will be Mustang basketball, down 53-39, 6:58 to go in this game. Black gets it into Layton. Now Black. Shot is good from the right baseline. 53-41. Jackson ahead to Belt. Belt. Now Strimmel, I should say. Now Belt. Colonials here can wind some clock with the lead, and they are doing that. Here's Belt.
Got to put pressure on it. Get a 5-second call.
Now Belt over to Jackson. He's going to step into a three. This one's no good.
Backside rebounding. No one there for the Mustangs.
Yep. It was Strimmel on the rebound. Back out now to Belt.
Smallest guy on the court.
Belt drives in. He lost it. Here come the Mustangs ahead to Black. He lays it in.
Timeout called by the Mustangs, I believe.
And it's a 10-point advantage, 53-43. And the
full timeout.
And again, it's the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS Facebook, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Facebook page. Are your dentures cracked, loose, broken, or missing tooth? Or maybe it's time for a new denture. Call the office of Dr. Jonathan Krasner and Dr. Jennifer Haar at Uniontown Dental Associates. Thanks to their in-office denture lab, they can make your new denture faster than other offices and can offer same-day denture repairs. Call their office for your appointment today, 724-438-0241.
As we come back out here with the Mustangs trailing by 10, Albert Gallatin, give them credit, has provided a lot of pressure, forcing 9 turnovers here in the second half. They have 6 of their own, but the Mustangs are going to go man-to-man now, full court. I'm not sure he was allowed to run with that. I guess he was after the hoop.
That's Strimmel. Now White.
Being guarded by Antoine with 4 fouls. There's a charge. What do we got? Oh, wow. They're going to call the block.
A block on Ringer.
And that's might be his 5th. No, just 4.
4. Yep. That'll be team 1 here in the fourth.
They're going to give him 2 shots on that? Looks like a drive to the hoop to me. Oh, wow.
So Blake White will go to the line here for the Colonials, and he makes the first. 54-43 now. 5:57 left in the game. No good on the second.
Wow.
Jackson with the rebound, and then he traveled.
Man, it's a good rebound there, though.
So the Mustangs catch a break there on the travel. 54-43, the Colonials lead. Mustangs bring it up.
Oh, wow, he called offensive foul
on Aiden Black.
Jeez, that was.
That's his 3rd, team 2nd.
Well, claimed he instituted the contact, and that's a judgment call that the official indicated that Aiden Black had. They're going to. John Smith might get a technical here. 30-second timeout. It's going to give us a chance to one more of our sponsors, UPMC Centers for Rehab Services. UPMC Rehab Institute on Wayland Smith Drive offers cutting-edge physical therapy. Jim Burns and his staff are residents of the community that treat sports injuries, neurological conditions, back pain, sprains and strains, joint replacement, hand injuries, and other conditions. You can call the office with a prescription for your doctor or schedule by direct access, as they can contact your doctor for you. Call 724-437-7500 for UPMC Centers for Rehab Services.
And again, I'd like to mention that our video stream tonight is courtesy of Shop and Save and Bruceton Chiropractic Studio. I don't think I mentioned this. Our halftime show was sponsored by the Radcliffe Martin Law Firm. It's 54-43, Albert Gallatin. 5:46 to go in this game over Laurel Highlands. Belt right down the lane, puts it up and in. Into double figures for Belt with 11. Now at the other end, shot won't go for Suchovitz, but a foul.
He gets the offensive foul call there.
And that's his third. That's also the team's third.
No, Mustangs just not having any traction and trying to cut into this lead, and actually Albert Gallatin extending the lead.
Here's Wilson now. Nice job to break the press there. Now Belt is going to be fouled, missed the shot.
They're going to call that on the shot, I believe. No, they're going to call it out of bounds. And that's Suchovich's fourth.
Yep. So two quick ones for him. That's also team foul 4. One away from the bonus here for the Colonials.
Leading by 13.
Wilson looks to get it in, gets into Jackson. Oh, it's off Jackson, and the Mustangs will get it back.
That's another turnover for Albert Gallatin. They have 8 for the half. Mustangs at 10.
Koffler with it now for LH. Nice job going over top of the press. Ringer cross court.
Long one, Suchovitz. Wow.
No good for Suchovitz. Nice rebound there, Koffler. Now Ringer for 3. Good. Jaden Ringer, he has 7. 56-46. The Mustangs down 10.
Travel again.
5 minutes left with Laurel Highlands down by 10.
Albert Gallatin needs to take time off the clock if they want to preserve this lead. And one more foul will put them at the bonus. So a smart coaching move there by Fleener will slow things down and get that next foul. Ringer now.
Puts it up, no good. And Leighton unable to get the rebound. There's a foul.
That's the 5th team foul. That's going to put him at the line.
So everything will be 2 the rest of the way for the Colonials here.
2 shots.
And that's Leighton's second.
And they don't want to put Blake White at the line, and that's who they are putting at the line. Nope, I'm sorry, it's Shamir Wilson, but he's just better.
Yes.
6 for 7 at the line for Shamir Wilson here in the contest.
Averages 7.7 a game, 58 points coming into tonight, makes the first. So 57-46, back to an 11-point advantage for the Colonials. And the second is good. Net barely moved.
Here comes Aiden Black back into the contest.
4:51 left in this one. Koffler into Aiden Black. Over to Koffler, up the left side. Back to Aiden.
That was a backcourt.
Yep. Saw a bunch of those tonight.
That's turnover number 11 here in the second half.
So back to the Colonials here. It's going to be Jackson to inbound.
Can't cut into a lead if you get no shots.
Yep, exactly.
Call me a genius for that.
Belt takes the pass from Jackson, and he puts it in. 60-46, Albert Gallatin. Ringer over to Koffler, back to Ringer. Now Antoine Black, right corner three off the rim. Ball's loose and into Wilson's hands. He's triple teamed and he lost it. Aiden Black with it. Little fadeaway won't go, but a foul on the Colonials. This will be their second here of the quarter.
Looks like we're reporting that Notorious Groom's got his 1,000th point tonight. Congratulations to him over there at Uniontown in complete control of that contest at 65-40, Uniontown on top.
And Jackson just picked up his 4th foul here for the Colonials. 60-46 here. AG over LH.
Just 10 seconds to go over Uniontown, 91-61.
So Uniontown will be now, 2-0 in the section, 10-0, or 11-0 overall.
And it looks like Albert Gallatin is going to pick up their first conference victory. Mustangs need a miracle here with very little time, trailing by 14.
Again, we're on the WMBS Facebook page, the South Union Township Facebook page, also on the Trib Live High School Sports Network. And the video stream is brought to you by Shop and Save and Bruceton Chiropractic Studio. 4:18 left here. And at the line, it is going to be Aiden Black for the Mustangs.
Hits the first. He's 1 for 3 at the line.
So it's 60-47 now.
Now we got a whistle. Let's get the shirt tails tucked in.
That's Wilson for AG. Now Aiden Black steps up to the line for his second. And it's no good off the front rim. Wilson gets the rebound. Now they go to double him. He's going to.
It almost went in the rim.
It almost did go in. Now at the other end, Belt puts it up and in. So he took it coast to coast.
6 1/4, 15 for the game. Koffler for 3 won't go.
No good. Aiden Black, big rebound, missed it. Now Antoine goes a reverse. It won't go. Out of bounds. It stays with LH. Couple good looks underneath there, Gary, but the Mustangs couldn't get it to go down either time.
Snake bit all night. Just 3:54 to go. 15-point advantage.
Koffler goes into Antoine Black, and it's going to be tipped to Suchovitz. Now Ringer. Ringer is going to be fouled. That'll be the third on Albert Gallatin in the quarter.
That's on 21. Mackay Belt, a freshman.
That's his second.
Just 3 fouls in the quarter on Albert Gallatin.
And Ringer makes the first.
Gives him 8 for the contest.
Here comes Ringer's second. No good. Too strong on the second. Rebound for Belt. Belt almost lost it, but he gets it to White. Now Strimmel spins. Strimmel back to Belt. Wilson. Cross court to Belt, and it's knocked away by Aiden Black, and then there's a foul.
That's going to be on. Gave the wave at the official and did not get a technical. Ooh, it called that on Aiden. I thought it was going to be on Albert Gallatin. That's on Aiden Black, his 4th. And that's going to put the Colonials at the line again. I thought it was going the other way.
Left, yeah.
Looks like Aiden had the position.
So going to the line will be
Michael Belt.
1 for 2 at the line. He now has 15 on the contest.
Still 3:31 to go in this one. First one from Michael Belt is good. 63-48. Colonials in the bonus. They still have 2 more fouls to give, as they have 3. Now the officials discussing something here. And now the second for Belt. And it's good. 64-48 in favor of AG. Now Antoine Black. Gets it back out to his brother Aiden. Quick pass inside to Suchovitz. He's fouled. So he'll be going to the line here. The 4th foul on Albert Gallatin. 1 away from the bonus now for LH.
Makai Belt with the foul. It's just his 3rd. Team foul number 4. Puts Suchovitz at the line. Trying to get on the scoring column for this evening.
Misses the first, too strong. He averages 2.6 a game, 23 points on the season. Jackson in and Strimmel out for AG. Lucas Suchovitz. Second foul shot is good. So this is his first point, and it's 64-49. Colonials lead.
Wow, nice move there.
Oh, Jackson just missed it.
It's going to be out of bounds. Laurel Highlands ball.
.311 left here. Aiden Black into Ringer. Now Black takes off with it. Now Antoine Black drives in. Basket good for Antoine Black. 64-51 and a timeout.
No, he didn't call. Not sure what the whistle was.
Yep. So 64-51, 3:02 to go. Colonials lead.
Oh.
Comes into Belt. Now Wilson ahead to White. White off the window, no good. Gets his rebound, and he goes to the ground and travel. Back to Laurel Highlands here, under 3 minutes to go. 64-51, the Colonials lead.
Once again, Colonials don't need to score, and they keep going to the rim. They have scored on the majority of those, but time is their benefit at this point. Now that's going to be a foul called on Suchovitz. They're going to foul him out, I believe.
Missed 3 there by Ringer.
And that's going to put Jackson at the line.
Yep, and Suchovitz out now with 5 fouls. He'll foul out with 1 point. So the Colonials go to the other end for 2 here.
He doesn't even realize he fouled out, I don't think.
It'll be Jason Jackson at the line. And coming in here will be
He needs to get
Pratt.
out of the game. He's got 5 fouls.
Yep, now he's out. Pratt will come in now. Kamani Pratt in.
His first action of the evening.
5'10 senior. First foul shot is no good for Jackson.
0 for 3 at the line. So if you're going to foul, you probably want to foul him. As he says that, this is guaranteed in.
Of course. 65-51. Colonials extend the lead. 2:44 left. Aiden Black will inbound, can run the baseline. Lobs it in to Pratt, back to Black.
There's a lot of contact.
There is. Over to Pratt. Oh, he throws it away. Goes back to the Colonials here. 2:37 left. Belt brings it up. Belt. Over to Strimmel. Right side. Strimmel drives in, back out to White. White drives the right baseline. Oh, no good.
Got a layup, but couldn't finish it.
Aiden Black stops, pops for three, no good, but he is fouled. That's going to be 3 shots for Aiden Black.
I think his cramp came back too there.
And it's going to be on Strimmel. That's his 3rd, and that's the team 5th. So both teams in the bonus now.
Still 2:16 to go.
65-51, Albert Gallatin, but 3 foul shots coming up here for Aiden Black. He averages 13 points a game, 130 points coming into tonight.
So far 16 for him this evening.
And the first is good. 65-52. Mustangs got to take advantage of this while the clock is stopped here. The second is good, rattles it in. One more foul shot coming for Aiden Black, 65-53. Make this one, get it to an 11-point deficit. And he misses it off the front rim. So 2 of 3 for Aiden Black. 2:11 left. White. And it's going to be knocked away by Pratt as White was trying to find Jackson. Into the lineup is Martin now for the Mustangs, and Aiden Black checks out. 2:07 left here. Ball comes in quick, and missing it is White. Here's Antoine Black. Black in the lane, shot won't go, but a foul on the Colonials.
That is Strimmel trying to take a charge, but did not establish position. And that is his 4th, and sending Antoine Black to the line. Mustangs still trailing by 12. 2 minutes to go in the period.
Antoine Black with 9 points.
Make it 10.
Make it 10. Makes the first foul shot. 65-54. And we'd like to welcome our new audience, Gary, on WMBS as the Uniontown game final. Again, 91-61 over Bell Vernon, with Grooms going over 1,000. Black makes both of them.
Oh, my. Breakout for Strimmel.
Strimmel coast to coast.
Nobody back.
His first points, 67-55, $1:49 left. At the other end, shot no good, Antoine Black. Now it's Jackson. 67-55, Albert Gallatin leads Laurel Highlands, yes. And Wilson, no foul, and there's a foul. Jackson misses it.
I think Koffler got the worst of that one.
67-55. Again, welcome everyone on WMBS Radio. We're also on the WMBS Facebook page, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Facebook page. It's TJ DeStefano, Gary Frankhauser, and Sarah Camp behind the camera here tonight. First foul shot is good for Jackson.
He's now 2 for 5 at the line.
And the second is no good.
Rebound for Albert Gallatin. That's a killer.
That was Blake White with the big rebound. Now he throws it away. It's Ringer with it now. Ringer for Antoine Black. Koffler for 3. It's good from the right side. First points, Gary, for Ethan Koffler, and that's a big one to cut it to 10. 68-58 now.
Good timeout called.
With 1:15 to go.
Who called? Nobody called timeout. I don't know. They just stopped the play. I think they anticipated a timeout call. Nobody called a timeout.
No timeout called. So $1:15 left. Albert Gallatin 68, Laurel Highlands 58. Jackson.
Looking deep again.
Gets it into White quickly. They go to double him, gets it back to Jackson. Okay. Now Belt. Down the lane, dumps it off to Wilson, off the window and good for Shamir Wilson. 70-58. And there'll be a foul coming up court here on the Colonials.
Silly foul for the Colonials to put the Mustangs at the line with the clock stopped. That's on 21, I believe. That's Mackay Belt, the freshman. That's his fourth. And put Antoine at the line again. Still trailing by 12.
With 1:02 left, Antoine Black to the line for the Mustangs here. Again, Laurel Highlands got to take advantage here while the clock is stopped. And he makes the first. 70-59, Albert Gallatin. Antoine Black will have a second foul shot here. As he steps to the line, trying to get this back to a 10-point deficit. And it's good. So we have a 70-60 lead now for Albert Gallatin with 1:02 left.
What was that call?
Oh, did they say?
Lane violation.
A lane violation.
Take away the foul shot. Wow.
So make it 70-59, 11-point deficit. Jackson.
We've seen just about everything here in this contest.
Into Wilson. Wilson with it now. Wilson. And he's going to be fouled by Antoine Black, and that'll be it for him as Antoine Black fouls out of the game with 56.7 left.
And that's going to put their best foul shooter, Shamir Wilson, to the line.
If I'm correct,
8 for 9 from the line.
If I'm correct, Antoine Black fouls out with 12.
That's correct.
Okay. So Shamir Wilson will go to the line here for the Colonials as they lead 70-59 with 56.7 to go here. Wilson's first, it rattles out. He'll have a second. Second for Wilson, missed them both. And rebound Vecchiola. Now Ringer to Koffler. Koffler, floater in the lane is good for Ethan Koffler. All 5 of his points in the quarter. 70-61, AG.
Can't let the clock run. There's the Hootie foul right there.
Jackson.
Got to foul him.
Still didn't foul. Belt now. And it's going to tracked down in the corner by Wilson. Now Mackay Belt. Now there's finally a foul. But like you said, Gary, so much time was wasted there by Laurel Highlands.
That's on Vecchiola, his second. Or third.
You're right.
You were right
the first time.
And it's going to put
Mackay Belt at the line.
1 for 2 so far this evening.
Both teams in the bonus here. The first is no good, too strong. Still 70-61, Albert Gallatin, 28.7 to go.
Nothing three-pointers couldn't fix.
Second is good for Mackay Belt, 71-61.
Wow.
And White.
Lazy pass again.
And White stole it. Now Belt.
That's going to do it, I think.
Yep. Now White. Doesn't look like Laurel Highlands is going to foul. Now White will drive in and put up a little layup. 73-61. 12 seconds left. Vecchiola drives the other way. Banks it in. 73-63. And that is going to do it here. That'll be our final score as Albert Gallatin picks up their first conference win with a 73-63 win over Laurel Highlands. So the Colonials are now 1-1 in conference play, and they improved to 5-5 overall. And they snap a 3-game losing streak, while Laurel Highlands is 0-2 in conference play, 2-10 overall, and the Mustangs have now lost 7 in a row. It's a C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the WMBS Facebook page, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Facebook page. And let me just, we'll have our post-game stats coming up here, courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Also, our video stream tonight was brought to you by Shop and Save and Bruceton Chiropractic Studio. And let me tell you a few other things here as Gary works on those final stats. As I mentioned, Laurel Highlands is now 0-2 in the section and 2-10 overall. They've now lost 7 in a row. The Mustangs back in action on Tuesday night as they will travel to Bell Vernon, who Uniontown just beat tonight. And also the Mustangs next week will play at home a week from today as they will host Southmoreland. On the other side for Albert Gallatin, they snapped their 3-game losing streak. So now they are 1-1 in the conference. They're 5-5 overall. And up next for the Colonials, they will have 2 home games next week. They will host Elizabeth Forward on Tuesday, and then on Thursday, they will host Bell Vernon as section play continues for both of these teams. Time now for the post-game stats. They are courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Gary.
Thanks, TJ. The homestanding Laurel Highlands with 63 points, 8 in the first, 16 in the second, 15 in the third, and 24 points in the fourth quarter. But it was not enough to face the Albert Gallatin Colonials with their 73 points, 17 in the first, 13 in the second, 21 in the third, and 22 in the fourth quarter. Individual scoring for the Mustangs, Luka Suchevich just with 1 point, 1 for 2 from the line. Antoine Black all in the second half with 12 points. Ethan Koffler all in the fourth quarter with his 5 points. Jaden Ringer with 8 points. Luke Martin with 3. Aiden Black with 18. Brendan Varney with 3. Shane Layton with 5. And Sevi Vecchiola for 8 points for their total of 63. I had the Mustangs 9 for 17 from the line, and just in the second half, 13 turnovers for the Mustangs, and at least that many in the first half, TJ.
I was going to say, final thoughts, Gary, as we wrap up this one on what you saw from both.
Albert
go ahead, I'm
Gallatin
sorry.
Individuals, Blake White with 15, Michael Belt with 17, Even Strimmel with 2, Jason Jackson with 12, Makai Belt with 4, and Shamir Wilson leading the way for Albert Gallatin with 21. Tyrone Burton chipped in 2.
Yeah, huge night for Wilson for AG. And those were the post-game stats, courtesy of First Federal Savings and Loan Association of Greene County. Now, Gary, time for your final thoughts on tonight's game.
Well, you got to give a lot of credit to Albert Gallatin coming into the home of Laurel Highlands and winning a road game is huge in section play and getting them started in the win column. And they played a very aggressive defense that resulted in a lot of Mustang turnovers, and that's where the credit lies. They were able to limit the shot opportunities by the Mustangs and getting the lot of point-blank shots themselves facing the Laurel Highlands pressure. So they had an opportunity to come back a couple times. The Mustangs made a couple runs, but Albert Gallatin was there when they needed to be and comes out with an impressive 10-point win.
And again, Albert Gallatin now 1-1 in conference play, 5-5 overall. They'll host Elizabeth Forward on Tuesday night. And on the other side, the Mustangs are 0-2 in the conference, 2-10 overall, and they will go to Bell Vernon on Tuesday night. That'll do it here tonight from Laurel Highlands. Again, thanks Sarah Camp behind the camera and Gary Frankhauser for his expert commentary here tonight.
Nick Barczyk back
Nick
at studio.
Barczyk back at our
Davis studio.
Yep, in downtown Uniontown.
Yep.
So we're going to sign off here tonight. I'm TJ DeStefano. Thanks for joining us tonight on the C. Harper Auto Group High School Sports Night on WMBS, the WMBS Facebook page, the Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Facebook page. Good night, everybody. Facebook page. Good night, everybody.
I'll go down and grab the score.
Did you take a picture of the score sheets? I don't know how I thought of that.
Good eyes.
Are we good? Did it go off? Facebook went off?
Yeah.
Okay, it's off.
67-55.